Okay, be prepared. This is my tier list. And I don't use this. Okay, maybe I do like... nah. No, I'll just go S. A... Okay. Roll below. Alright. So this is my tier list, okay, of games that I've played. And there's 130 games, okay? Yeah, sure, I've played more. But yeah, like... I'm not gonna remember exactly all of them, but yeah. Anyways, Genshin Impact. Just start there because that's the first one that I see. I would say it's decent. I don't like to play it right now because it's a gacha game, and I've grown out of them. But yeah, it's decent. Dark Souls 3. Okay, let's start with the polemics. Okay, Dark Souls 3 is... For the standard, I would say it's probably very good. But I don't know if I would put it on good. We'll see later. I'm not gonna get onto the details because otherwise I'll be here forever. Monster Hunter World, okay. I didn't put Iceborne. If I did, it would drop like 2 ranks. Monster Hunter World is good. It's very good, I guess. But if it was Iceborne, it was just decent. It has a lot of issues. Sekiro. Uh, for me, Sekiro is good. It just it just lacks replayability from my point of view. I don't know. It just the only one weapon kind of deal, and then the side arms or whatever, like being like so limited. I don't like that. The Last Guardian. Honestly, decent, I guess, just because of the story and all that stuff. But as a game, it's pretty meh. But the rest is actually pretty good, so I'll put it there. Okay, Dangerous Driving is trash. And I'll tell you why. It's like a Burnout game, but done really bad. Like, it's pretty broken, and gameplay wise, it's like you're better off playing any other Burnout game, maybe except for the first one. But yeah, Neo, it's a great game. Neo 2, S tier, like that's top. I'll put it. I'll probably put like another one, row above. For me, that's like the Neo 2 has given me so much more than any other game has given me, so I had to put it there. Kingdom Hearts 3. It's decent. Probably better than The Last Guardian, I guess, as a game. But when you see the history of the Kingdom Hearts games before it, it's quite disappointing. But still, as a game, it's not bad, it's not meh, it's decent. But yeah, it has a lot of issues. DMC5, it's great actually. MC5 is great. I'm actually thinking, like, I haven't mentioned it before, but I've been thinking in the back of my head, like, maybe one day I'll replay it again in a higher difficulty. We'll see. Because I only played it once, but yeah, pretty good. Garden Warfare 2. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare good 2. It's a good game. It's a good game. Yeah. I don't have much more because like by the time I was done with Garden Warfare 2, I was like done with it. So yeah. Okay. Dragon Quest 11. S. For me, it's S. It's better as a game. With how it is, like a Dragon Quest and everything. It's better than Neo and the MC5. Like, the only thing that I don't like about, well, there are two things that I don't like about Dragon Quest 11. One is that the version that I played was the base one, so it's much slower. It has less content than the other ones. And also the combat system is, in my opinion, a downgrade compared to other Dragon Quests, like Dragon Quest 8. I prefer the combat system of that one more, but otherwise, it's a great game. Super good. Nier Automata. Okay, you're gonna kill me here, but I would say it's just decent. Honestly, I didn't think this story was that much of a deal. People like just go crazy with the story of this. I played the whole game, like the E ending, whatever. People say, "Oh yeah, it gets better after the second ending." Is like, no, it got repetitive quite fast for me, and the story was not that interesting. I don't know. For me it wasn't that good. It was entertaining enough to complete it. You know, all the main endings, but yeah, I don't want to replay it, and it has waifu and all that stuff. So I don't know. God of War is there's only one reason. Well, there's two reasons, I guess, why this game is not GOAT. Okay, I'm gonna put it on top of Dragon Quest 11. One is the pace of the game. For a first playthrough, is really good, but later on it just gets too slow to replay it. You know, like some months ago, I tried to replay it, and it's like the pace is a bit too slow. Like I'm not patient enough to like replay it many times. This game, even though the end game is really good and whatnot. And then the other one is that the lack of bosses. Besides, like there's like a bunch of trolls, Baldur, and the Valkyries, and the dragon, and the golems, but not much more. Oh yeah, the elf thing. But it's like, honestly, that it should have more bosses. Hopefully they fix that with Ragnarok. Code Vein. It's bad. I wouldn't call it trash because the main issues that it has is just balancing and the feel of it. But overall, it's a bad game. I cannot call it good. Like, it does have some good stuff, like the character creator with the cosmetic accessories and all that stuff is good. And then the hub of the world is actually really nice. But then you get to the actual game and you would think, oh yeah, it gets better. No, it gets worse. As you go along, it gets worse and worse. I can only call it bad. Now, let me put this up. I'm gonna put here memes. Actually, yeah, memes. I'm gonna put here the meme games. Okay, these two, which also had other ones, but I didn't get to play those, are games that are like, I have the game here, for example, are games that came with the Boy Cow, which was like a one of those like chocolate. How do you say it? Like bolleria. I don't know how you call it in English. Whatever, just junk food. Whatever. You know those that you get on the bread store. Whatever. They were meme games. They were not bad, honestly. I remember them. I played them quite a bit, but honestly, they're not great. They're just there for the meme. Age of Empires 2. There. It's very good. But I cannot rate it higher because I have not played it in a long time and I'm just going by memory. But I remember having a lot of fun. I cannot say much more because, yeah, sure, like the codes, you know, all that stuff, but I cannot really say much more. Alien Storm was actually good. So, Alien Storm, I want to replay it one of these days, actually. Like, I'll just go with the Beast Hawk, for example, and play that one. But yeah, like, it's the first game that I ever played on a console, at least. It's for the Mega Drive 2 or Sega Genesis, depending on where you live. And yeah, as a fun fact, my sister beat it, but I didn't. I got to the end of it, but I didn't beat it. So one of these days, I'll get into that and actually beat Alien Storm, which is one of the pending things that I have to do. I was like, my sister is 5 years older than me, just for context. Anyways, Amogus. Honestly, it's pretty bad. It's good for with friends, but I don't know. It gets old fast for me. I would say it's pretty meh. Okay, Fury. Fury is a good game, even very good. And this is funny because I'm ranking a game as very good, and I personally don't like it. I like parts of it. I think parts of it is like really good, but I cannot stand the bullet hell thing. I cannot stand it. But I see that the game is really good. The soundtrack is great. The gameplay is really tight, but it's not. I cannot really play that game. Like yeah, no. I when it gets too bullet helly, I just get too stressed out and annoyed at everything. So, but yeah, the game is really good. Yeah. Now, Avatar, the game, the PSP. Okay, this is the PSP, not the PS3 one or Xbox or whatever. No, the PSP. It's decent. It's good. It's. I mean, you have some fun. It's like a stealth game and whatnot. But honestly, it doesn't have like a lot going on for it. But it's pretty short. But at least it doesn't play bad. It's actually pretty decent. But yeah. I mean, I guess I could put Among Us here. Yeah, sure. Batman Vengeance. Now, this game I did not beat either. Actually, neither me or my sister beat it. Because back then we were playing games, me and my sister as well. But the game was good. I remember playing it a lot. I don't know if I'll ever go back to it. But yeah, I do remember playing it quite a bit. And I got to the third act. Like you start with the Joker, then you go to Frozono. No, not Frozono. Mr. Freeze. Yeah, Mr. Freeze. And then you go to the Hydra. No, I beat the Hydra as well. No, not Hydra. Poison Ivy. Sorry, I'm just mixing up things in my mind. Poison Ivy. I beat Poison Ivy as well. But then afterwards, I didn't finish it. Afterwards, you do another Like there's something happening with the Joker or something like that. I that was the last thing that I did. I don't remember more. No, Bloodborne. Um, yeah, it goes above the S tier on the goats as the best From Software game, but it's if Neo 2 is 9.5, Bloodborne will be 9. If it wasn't because of the frame rate issues that it has. So I'm having like, this is like a bit quote unquote GOAT. It's there because I think it deserves it to be. And it would be there if it was like a release today with 60 FPS and, you know, all this stuff. And it has like the best DLC of all time. Crazy Taxi will be GOAT, alright. But yeah, it does have its issues, so I cannot put it. It's gonna be on the bottom of the goats. I wish it didn't have those issues, but it does have those issues. So yeah. Burnout 2, Point of Impact. There. I'm trying to order them a little bit. Don't trust it too much, but yeah. Burnout 2, Point of Impact. I said that I wasn't gonna get into details, whatever. Yo, what is up, Corby? Welcome. It's amazing. Like, honestly, it's actually amazing until you get to the other games of Burnout, and then you realize, oh yeah, it's like one of the worst ones. I played the demo of Burnout 1, but I didn't play any others. But this game, I would say, well, you will see it later, but it's besides the PSP games and Burnout 1, which I didn't play, Burnout 1. It's the second worst of the series, I would say. But or maybe the third. Whatever. We'll see. Burnout 3 Takedown. Great. One of the best racing games ever. And you know what's best? Burnout Revenge is even better. Burnout Revenge is even better. These two games are so fun. Burnout Dominator. Sadly, Burnout Dominator is just kinda good. Yeah, there. Burnout Dominator was a step down from what happened with Takedown and Revenge. I'm not gonna get too much into details, you guys know. Burnout Legends was actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll put it right below Point of Impact. Just because it's a PSP game, so it's not as... it doesn't have as many good things. It's a bit junk. Burnout Paradise. Yeah, I'll put it there. Right on top of Point of Impact. Burnout Paradise was really good, but the fact that they went open world kind of killed some aspects of the game series of Burnout, and also like they killed Crash Mode with something else that wasn't as interesting in my opinion. But it's still a really good game. I really have a lot of fun with it, but yeah. Okay, Electronic Super Joy 2. I'll put it here. Well, I remember enough. I played enough and I remember enough, yeah. Electronic Super Joy 2. I did not play Electronic Super Joy 1, but it has great soundtrack and stuff. I've seen it. I would recommend you guys to watch a speedrun of Electronic Super Joy. And I did not finish Electronic Super Joy 2, but I did have a lot of fun. It's a really hard platformer with good soundtrack and gameplay. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I think it was free. Electronic Super Joy 2 is free, I think. Crash Insane Trilogy. Um, there. Um, I am not good at Crash games. Did I put Klonoa, right? Yeah, I did. I did. I'm not good at platformers, I would say, but Crash is just really good. I wouldn't call it great, just for the reason that I don't know. I just not my kind of game exactly, and I don't know. Is I mean, I could put it on great. Yeah, I guess so. If I had put Fury on very good, I can put this one on great. Remake Crash is wonky. I don't know. I don't even know if I finished the third one or not. I played them with my girls here because honestly, I got pretty stuck on Crash. I'm not really good at Crash games, but they're fun. They're good. Crazy Taxi. Um, there, there. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now, Crazy Taxi is really good, but it's full arcade game. It's just high score, so I cannot put it any higher. Like it needs like to put it higher, it needs something else. Also, I could put Tetris and whatever, but no, I'm gonna put them first because I forgot another one. It's because rigged. Stop the count. Okay, Dark Souls 2. Uh, for me, it goes right before. Yeah, I didn't like Code Vein. It's just very, very, very fucking junk and unbalanced, man. The hub of Code Vein is really good, actually. The hub world. Actually, let me do one thing. The hub world of Code Vein is really good, and then the character creator has like the customization that is pretty good, but it has a lot of shit things. Anyways, Dark Souls 2. Lots of memes, the War Souls game. That's a lie. It's better than Demon Souls at least, from my point of view at least. I had a lot of fun with PvP in Dark Souls 2. And I put a lot of hours, not as much as Neo or Neo 2, but I still put a lot of hours on Dark Souls 2, more than on Dark Souls 3. I think it deserves to be very good. Daxter. Um, there. Lots of games are gonna be on very good, I think. Daxter is really good, honestly. Like, it's a classic of PSP. Um, it's not as good as the Jack and Daxter games, besides one. Um, but yeah, like besides one in particular, I mean, not the first one. Like if I would have to recommend like a PSP game to anyone that I don't know their taste is or anything, the taste or anything, I would probably say Daxter as a PSP game to recommend. Like, there's not much to dislike about the game. No, Demon Souls. I'm gonna put it there. I am not sorry. It has a lot of issues. It has a lot of issues. Some stuff is good. Some bosses are actually pretty good. You saw on the other tier list with the Souls games and whatever. But man, gameplay wise, it has a lot of issues, man. Like, oh, I did not like the game, but I don't think it's, you know, it's quite better than Code Vein. But I honestly I didn't like Demon Souls. This is the PS3 version. Maybe they fixed a lot of things on the PS5. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into many details. Okay, Dragon Quest 8. Now here's the thing. I don't know if to put Neo 2 or Dragon Quest 8 first. I'll put it on second. Dragon Quest 8 is the best turn-based RPG that I've ever played. And probably that I will ever play. We'll see what happens with Dragon Quest 12. But yeah. Yeah, I want to put at least the first few in order. I don't know, it's just such a highlight for me. And like, I played it when I was like 12, and it was such a big highlight for me. I cannot put it anywhere else but GOAT. And higher than Bloodborne. For me, higher than Bloodborne. Just for the significance that it had. And like, it's such a mythical game for me. I don't know. And I would replay it even more. Moment. I might have to do this in 2 parts, by the way. But yeah, it's such a big highlight for me. I cannot stress how much. Um, there's the 3DS version that I really wish that had a PS4, PC, or PS5 version of the same, like the same version but on PS4, PS5, PC, whatever. But it's not there. It's on 3DS, sadly. But man, if it was on, I would play. I would actually speed run Dragon Quest 8 from time to time at least. Yeah. Dragon Quest 12 has been announced. It's been a long time announced, but yeah. Um, we'll talk about it when it gets released or when we know more. But yeah, like, sadly it's on 3DS, so the platform is not that good. The remaster version, whatever. But I played both the 3DS version on Citra and the original version on PS2. Now, Dragon Quest Builders 2. Um, where do I put it? There. Yeah. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a game that I prefer. In general, I would prefer to play rather than Minecraft, which I haven't included, but whatever. Minecraft will be more or less around there in the same one. I forgot about Minecraft, whatever. Um, it's just a bit too long of a story, honestly. But honestly, if you like building things or whatnot, it's really good. Uh, I'll link a video, I guess, somewhere about me like doing stuff in Dragon Quest Builders 2. But yeah, super recommended if you like Minecraft and you like Dragon Quest Builders is great. No, Dragon Quest Heroes. Yeah, I don't know about 2. I think I've heard that Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is better, but I only played 1. I didn't finish it. I got bored of it. I It just got too bored. I just got too boring, man. Like, too repetitive. I don't know. Sadly, but true. Now, Dragon Quest Swords, it's decent. There, I played this game a lot actually for a Wii game. Uh, but honestly, like if you compare to any other or almost any other Dragon Quest game besides Heroes, it's not as good. Um, but it's entertaining enough. They are experimenting on the Wii, but it's not nearly as good as the main entries. Dragon Quest. Okay, Dragon's Dogma. Dark Arisen. In my opinion, it's great. It's a shame that the speedrun of it is pretty garbage. But honestly, like especially back then, it was such a great ARPG, like action RPG, and I played it at home back in the day, like especially on the on PS3. Also got it on on PC, but yeah, super recommend if you like action RPGs. Nowadays, it's maybe not as good or not as good compared to the other games, but yeah, definitely recommend it if you like those. And back in the day, it was even better. Really excited for Dragon's Dogma 2 because it has super big potential. Super big potential. So really excited for that. Okay, I took plate 2. It's actually it's actually pretty good. Yeah, no. I'm trying to put them in order. Not all of them are probably, but I'm trying to put them in order. Um, it's a fun game. I recommend watching the. I think it was this year's ESA Summer. ESA Marathon. ESA Summer 2022. There's a run of Play 2. I recommend it. It's quite fun. But it's like it doesn't have any qualities of like oh damn this game is a masterpiece. No, it's just a fun game. That's it. Okay. This is gonna be rough. What? 10? Okay, this is supposed to be 11. I don't know why. I maybe I just whatever. Okay, Formula One. Honestly, I would say One games are probably like they're. There, more or less. I'm not gonna get into details. They're the kind of games that I kind of just grew tired of. Formula One 2011. It says 10, but I just got the wrong pick. Whatever. Was the last racing simulator game that I played. I just like to play more arcade. So yeah, I just stopped after that. But yeah, I played. This is on PS2. This is on PSP, and this is on PS3. And yeah, more or less, sounds good. More or less that. Fall Guys, decent. But on the bottom, actually no. Yeah, I'll put it here. Yeah. It just gets old quite fast for me. Like, it doesn't have much to go for it, and it's only like a competition. You cannot. It doesn't have like a single player or anything like that. Yeah. Okay, Final Fantasy X 2. Um, there. 12. There. 12. I played it. I didn't finish it. I got right to the end, and I started doing side stuff, and they are never ending. But I would say it's very good. Then there, there it goes. 10. Like it's a really good JRPG, but man, when I compare 10 and 8, for like Final Fantasy X and Dragon Quest 8, it's like Final Fantasy X is such like a so much less interesting combat wise. Like the turn based combat is very uninteresting for me in comparison. And it's just all about like grinding and getting overpowered. I don't know. With Dragon Quest 8, yeah, sure. Like you need some grinding. It's a turn-based RPG. You're gonna grind, but it does have a way more strategy and way more fun. Like I don't know, Final Fantasy 10, it's great, but compared to 8, for example, the Dragon Quest 8, it has a shit ton of issues that I just don't like. Like the end game is garbage. Not end game, like the post game rather. Like all those like super bosses, you have to grind forever and to beat them. You just becomes like a battle of beat sticks. I don't know. For me, it's just very very unappealing. Okay, Genji Days of the Blade. I think so. I'm not too sure, Corpy. I played normally and then I replayed it again. I think I don't know. I think when I tried to replay it, I think it was after the remaster version or the S happened. But yeah. Genji Days of the Blade. I'll put it right below Sekiro. Genji Days of the Blade is the game, but it's very known. Yeah, I think I had that one actually. Like the weak enemies give no EXP on the first playthrough. I don't know, my playthrough is on YouTube. You can check it out if you want. I don't know what I did on my first playthrough. Genji Days of the Blade is the game that is known for the giant enemy crab. And just for that, it's above decent. no, but actually, I had fun. I think it's a fun game, and the gameplay is good. But I didn't replay it since then, and that's for a reason. It's because while it's good, it doesn't really make me want to replay it too much. Just for the besides besides for the fact that I kind of want to know how it was more. Cannot put it any higher. Yeah. Honestly, I should probably put Sekiro higher. Yeah. Yeah, I was giving yeah, I was doing it a bit dirty to Sekiro. Whatever. Okay, Geometry Dash. Not gonna get into details. Ghost of Tsushima. There. Yeah, it doesn't reach S tier. It doesn't reach S tier. For the simple reason that it does have a bit too many issues with certain mechanics. I explained this on my final review at the end of the playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. But the issue that it has is that it has auto-targeting, a stance system based on enemy type, and the changing stances and interact uses the same button. So you can actually get locked in place trying to change the stances against an enemy that you're not in the right stance on, and you keep interacting to something and you die. That happened to me, for example. And yeah, I got a bit repetitive as well. But it's a really good open world game. It's the best open world game that I've played. I have not played that many, but it's still really good. It's great. But it does have some issues that I think shouldn't be a thing. If it didn't have any of those issues, I would probably put it on S tier. But yeah, it does have those. Okay. God of War 3. Uh let's see. Compared to other games, other God of War games, it's probably shorter. But the graphics are super impressive for PS3 back in the day. And gameplay is top tier for, back in the day. Besides that, the main complaint that I have about God of War 3 is just one. And that is that the weapons are all like chain type of weapons. Which, I'm fine with two or three types of chain weapons. But all of them were chain weapon. It felt a bit like they could have done more different kind of weapons. But otherwise, it's a really good game. Like one of the best games of all time. But for me, it doesn't reach goat status. Okay, for me, the goats needs to be like very, very few. Okay, cannot have that many. And yeah, there. For me, it's better than God of War 2018. Now, God of War 1. I don't know if should I. Yeah, God of War 1 for the significance of the time, and I don't know. It was like also in 2005, which again is one of the most important years in gaming, in my honest opinion. Dragon Quest, God of War, others as well. I don't know, man. Like, sure, it's if you compare it, like if you put them on the same level, you say like they released on the same year, whatever. Obviously, it's not mechanics, like quality wise, is less than God of War 3. But for me, what it meant was way more than what God of War 3 meant and God of War 2018 meant. 2018, again, if it didn't have those issues that I mentioned, they would be here. But yeah. Yeah. It's one of those games that are just super classic. Like, I think it became a classic even back on PS3 era. It was already a classic. I don't know. Same with Bloodborne and Dragon Quest. They are like already classics for me, I think. I don't know. Okay, Harry Potter and the Stoner's Stone. Now I'm gonna be honest. It's been a long time, but there's memes about this game, so I've seen quite a bit. So I got the opportunity to refresh my memory a little bit. Uh, there. Just watch a speedrun of this game. You'll get the idea. The Goblet of Fire. Honestly, for back on the day, it was probably like there, probably. I only played those two Harry Potter games. Dangerous Driving. It's because it basically like trashed on the whole Burnout series. Like it's just trash version of the Burnout series. It is what it is. I wish it wasn't. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna get too much into details with that. Same thing. Like Dangerous Driving is the trash version of Burnout. Hot Wheels Unleashed is the trash version of Trackmania. Just play Trackmania. Don't play Hot Wheels Unleashed. Oh, I already had Conquest Builders. Whatever. I'm not gonna put it again. Imperium 4. Man, I'm gonna have to really try to get some memories here. It was very comparable to Age of Empires too, actually. But not as good. There. Oh, okay. Let's start with Jak and Daxter. There. Jak and Daxter deserves to be there. One of the best 3D platformers, especially back in the day. It did a lot of developments were actually made in this game. Developments on game development in general. Pretty crazy game, honestly. Definitely recommend watching speedruns of this game as well, and all the other ones except for this one. Yeah. Also, super classic. Definitely really good. Now, Jak 2 goes there. And Jak 3 goes there. Or even, no, actually, no. There. For what it is, yeah, I have to put it higher than Neo. Like, putting things higher than Neo is actually already this is already a mile, like a, what is it called? Uh, Milestone. Yes, this is already a milestone. Jak 3 is. Sometimes I don't know how to describe games because it's like very. It's super replayable, and I don't know. It has like the best thing of all the Jak games, I would say. I don't know. And now you get to this Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Yeah, it goes there. It shouldn't be a thing. It's not even made by a Naughty Dog. It's made by another company, and it's very noticeable. It shits on so many things. Jak X, okay. Jak X is actually really good. Uh, yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put Jak X there. It's actually really fun. It does have some crash issues, I remember. But yeah, it's actually really fun. Okay. So this is Kingdom Hearts 2.5, right? Yeah, 2.5. It's the PS3 version. Well, actually, whatever. Let's just say that this is the PS4 version, okay? Let's just assume that it is because otherwise it will be lower. Um, there. Kingdom Hearts 2 FM is super good. I actually have the. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one as Kingdom Hearts 2 FM rather. There. 1.5. There. 2.8. There. Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Yeah, I already put it. Probably like some games I probably just put them in. Okay, Birth by a Slip. So this is like Kingdom Hearts 2 FM, and this is Birth by a Slip file mix. There. There. Chrono 2 for me is another childhood game. It's actually my sister's favorite game. I did some speedruns earlier this year, like some time ago. Okay, Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Raul is not watching. Don't tell him. Okay, the Third Age. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Oh no. There. For me, it's a better turn-based RPG than Final Fantasy X, but it does lack content in comparison. But overall, it's just better. I definitely recommend, if you like Lord of the Rings and you like turn-based RPGs, play the Third Age. It's really good. The Two Towers. Now, for me, this is the best Lord of the Rings game. And it's probably, I'll put it just barely ahead of the Third Age. Yeah. Very, very classic. Spider-Man. As a game, in terms of game quality, I have to put it there. S tier. Really, really good game. It does have some issues, like the mini games are kind of like, eh. Yo, Instant Master, what is up? Welcome. Lots of games you played in there. I don't know, like I forgot some, but almost all of the games that I've played are here. You can get into the Spider-Man, really. I have to play Miles Morales still one day. But yeah, honestly, like it's a really good game. 2018 was super solid in games. Like you had this one, Spider-Man. You have Dragon Quest 11. You had Guild of War 2018. Free flow combat doesn't excite me. But Lord of the Rings 2 as a bunch as a kid, yeah, like same. Like I replayed it quite a lot. It's very, very fun. Medieval. Okay, Medieval. The thing is, Medieval is the kind of game that if you have played it as a kid, you have a different opinion. I didn't play it as a kid. I played it as like when did it release? Oh, 25 years old, something like that. Maybe a bit older. Um, it's good, but it's not great. Honestly, gameplay wise, it's very junk. Obviously, it's a PS1 game that is remade and all that stuff. From what I feel, like it doesn't go higher. But I know that back in the day it was like such a fucking gem and all that stuff, but I didn't have that experience. So sorry about that. Mercury's Meltdown. No, I played this game as a kid on the PSP. It's actually pretty good. Uh, there. Tough game. Like it gets really rough near the end. So if you like challenges like and puzzles and all that stuff, yeah. I could try to speedrun it at one point, but man, there's so much to go through that it's really rough to get good enough to speedrun it. I would say, I don't know. Okay, let's start with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. So we go in order. It has a lot of junks. Okay, it had a lot of junk, but still, it was really good. It had a lot of content, but still not nearly as good as Monster Hunter 3, which had less content, but it was way more fun to play. But yeah, Monster Hunter 3. I played about 5,000 hours of that game. Yeah, it's pretty good, huh? Um, there. Rookie numbers. What's that? So Monster Hunter Third. It was good, but not as good as Monster Hunter 3. Um, yeah, there. 3 Ultimate technically has more stuff than Monster Hunter 3, but I ended up liking it more, like less. Maybe because I was burnt by them, but I'm gonna just go with what I feel. Um, yeah, I would rather play that than Final Fantasy X, but I would rather play the Third Age. Yeah. Need for Speed Most Wanted. This is the PS3 title. Yeah, same, Corby. Uh, Nominator here. Yeah, I guess I'll put it there. It's like Burnout Paradise, but decaffeinated. Decaf, Burnout Paradise. Um, okay, Ninja Gaiden, Sigma. I am sorry, but I did not like it. Not one bit. No, Sigma 2, I did like it quite a lot, actually. Um, how much did I like it? Yeah. Now, I have not. I'm gonna put it here because I have not played yet Razor's Edge, but I put it there just because. Um, Okami HD. Mm, meh. Okay, so I'll explain why it's meh. I just got too bored of it, or too tired of it to continue playing it, so I didn't finish it. Now I'll try to speed it up a little bit more, okay? Because they're already calling me out. Power Warriors 1. There. Power Warriors 2. There. 3. Power Warriors 3. Uh, there. For me, the Power Warriors 2 was the best one. I did not play 4, so that's why it's not there. Animated Cruise 1. There. Cruise 2. There. Unlimited World Red. There. Onimusha 3, Demon Siege. I forgot to put like Onimusha 1. Onimusha Warlords would be probably on decent or good. Yeah, probably on good. Onimusha 3 is actually. There. Onimusha 3 is so good. Really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fair. PBZ, Plants vs. Zombies 1. There. Every now and then I come back to PBZ 1. And I still enjoy it. So, yeah. Very good. Not gonna get into details. Okay, this is probably the hardest one to rank for me. Because the experience that I have with Pursuit Force is that I enjoyed it quite a lot back when I was in high school. Is it called high school? Whatever, like instituto. Um, high school, mid school. I don't remember the terms. I forget to look at them up. Back when I was like, I don't know, 13 or 15 or something like that, right? Uh, I'll put it on decent. Right there. I don't know where else to put it, honestly, because I remember enjoying it quite a bit, and then I came back to it years later, and it's like, I don't know what I thought about this game and why did I enjoy it, but I cannot play this. So yeah, that's my experience with that game. Garden Warfare. Garden Warfare 1 was actually, in my opinion, as it was better than Garden Warfare 2. Where did I put? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I knew I was gonna forget some games, but to my defense, I didn't forget any super important game or anything. I think maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, so for me, Garden Warfare 1 was actually honestly very good. Maybe There. Yeah. Okay, Rayman 3 Hollow Havoc. I didn't play any of the other Rayman games besides these ones for a substantial enough time. Okay, where did I put this? Okay, here. I mean, some of them are like Onimusha Warlords would be worth listing. Again, it would be like here on good, I think. But yeah, Rayman 3 Hollow Havoc. It would be higher if it wasn't for that. What is it called? Um, that area where you have to go sneaking around because they are basically like the enemies are too strong and you cannot actually do damage to them. Um, I hate that part. Besides that, it's really good. It would be kind of higher if it wasn't for that, I think. Rayman Legends. No, actually, first I'm gonna put Origins. First, I'm gonna put Origins. There. Legends. There. Right below the goats. Yeah, they are really, really good. I like Legends quite more, but yeah, they're really, really good. Uh, okay, Ridge Racer Unbounded. this is. I have not played any other Ridge Racer. I'm sorry. um, it was good. It was good. Now where do I put it? Probably somewhere here. Yeah, here. Sure. Some stuff was really hard, honestly. I didn't 100% it, but okay. Shadow of the Colossus. I do have my issues with this game, but it is great. Um, there. Yeah, I didn't finish it there. Uh, yes and no in G's Master. I have like a balance between how much I like them and how much of a game quality it is. From my point of view, I didn't like Ninja Gaiden Sigma one, and when I was playing it, I thought it was like really badly designed. Um, I'm gonna put a not for me category. The thing is, true, but from my point of view, even if I say okay, it's not for me, but I appreciate how good it is. Like Fury, for example. Fury is not for me. I hate the bullet hell. I hate it, but I recognize it that it's really good. It's just that it's not for me. I could do that, but I don't know. I feel like I can do with this. I don't think like I need it. Okay, Spider-Man 1 for the PS2. No. Spider-Man 2 for the PS2. Let's see. There. It goes there. Spider-Man 2018. I already put there. I don't know why. I have some repeats. I don't know why. Now I have not played any other Spyro game. I was thinking about playing the Reignited trilogy, but I didn't do it. So I only have this one. Now it's been, let's see, about 18 years since I've played this at least. So I'm just going purely by memory. There. I wish I had played the other ones one day. SSX3. No, actually, let's start with On Tour. Okay, let's start with On Tour. For me, On Tour was good. Maybe. No, I didn't play DMC3. I tried to play DMC3 actually on PC, but it didn't work. SSX tricky. There. SSX3. There. Some stuff might be like not exactly like the order is more or less okay. Not 100%. This is the order. It's just how I feel. I don't want to think about the order too much. Now Stargate Hatch memes. Actually, yeah. Um, Stargate Hatch is a fun speed game, but it gets old pretty fast as well. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Racer Revenge. Personally, is slightly better than Racer 1, Episode 1 Racer. But I'll have to put it back on because the gameplay value, like the replay value of a Racer, Episode 1 Racer, is bigger. And it has more, like, how you say it? Skill ceiling. The skill ceiling is higher. All right, we're getting to the to this one, huh? Now, this game, the helicopter game from Super Thunderblade or something like that. From where did I put Alien Storm? Here. So Alien Storm is there. This one goes here. It's back in the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive 2, in my case. Impossible game. The OG Geometry Dash. Goes there. No, The Sims. I'm gonna put them on the same. Okay, I'm gonna put them on the same. I think The Sims are decent for me, at least. The Witness puzzle game. There. Thymesia. This Thymesia was a very nice surprise. Also, I didn't put Elden Ring, right? Well, Elden Ring will be pretty low. It's okay. Thymesia. There. Yeah. Yeah, there. Titan Souls. Actually, it's very comparable to Thymesia, I guess. So let's start there. So again, like this is partially my impression of the game and how I like it, and partially how big of a quality game I think it is. There. We play. Not gonna think too much about it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with the Zelda, I guess. Yeah. No, I didn't own an N64. No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's hard to for me to rate this one actually. Um. Rollover is not here, right? Okay. Wipeout Pure. Pulse. Then Rollover. Sneaking. Wipeout Pulse. Sure. HD Fury on PS3. Omega Collection with 2048 and all that stuff. No. All right. So this is the tier list. The GOATs: Neo 2, Dragon Quest 8, Bloodborne, and God of War 2005. 4 quite different games. All of them really good and iconic and on their own style. Then on S tier we have Rayman Legends, God of War 3, God of War 2018, Kingdom Hearts 2 FM, Dragon Quest 11, Jak 3, Onimusha 3, Demon Siege, and Spider-Man 2018. On Great, we have Neo. Why is Neo on Great and not on S or GOAT? Because when you compare it to Neo 2, you see all the lackings, and even before Neo 2 release, like it did have a lot of issues. The core gameplay and everything was there. It was just waiting for it to become a masterpiece or a GOAT, which was not the case in Neo 1, in my point of view, and it was in Neo 2. Rayman Origins is just not as good as Rayman Legends. It's not as good. That's it. This is 2.5 for the PS3. It's enjoyable, but it does have BBS. So it basically has one good game, one actually really good game, which is Kingdom Hearts 2 FM. It has a pretty good game, and then it also has, which is pretty good game, which is BBS Phenomix, and then it also has the scenes of 358 divided by 2 days, I think it's called. You average it out, and you take a bit of the load times and all that stuff. It's there. Thymesia was a big surprise for me this year. I was not expecting much from it early when I played the demo. Like, granted, I had issues with the controller on the PC and all that stuff. Then I played it on the TwitchCon Amsterdam, and I decided I was gonna play it. It was good enough. And then when I actually got to play the game and started seeing all the stuff that it had, and it was like $24 or something like that. Super worth it. Yo, what is up, Micro Ibis? Welcome. Ghost of Tsushima, really good game. It does have those issues that I mentioned before. 103, like, it lacks some content, but otherwise it was like I spent so much time. I soloed literally every single mission, or not every single mission, but I soloed. Like the main thing, like the high rank was on online only. But you could actually make your you could join or make a mission or whatever, a quest, and join alone. The Alatrion event, for those who have played, I did it solo. Back then, sadly I was not recording, but somewhere I have the records of like my times and everything on stuff. I was like that. You could say that I started speedrunning with Monster Hunter 3 technically, but at the same time, I also had some of that with Klonoa too. But I don't know. I've always been like I like to challenge myself with times and all that stuff. But yeah, really good. And also, another reason, super hyped out for Dragon's Dogma 2. If you ask me, like back in the day, this would be S tier. But nowadays, after like it gives you like a different perspective, it has kind of felt a bit in grace, in my opinion. But it's still great. It's just tricky, super good. Like it's one of those games that are like, I don't know, like you get super good vibes from the game, and it's really fun to play. Yeah, like one of the most fun games, I would say. This is tricky, especially when it comes to snowboarding. Wipeout Omega Collection. I'll just talk about this once then, because I really have to go eat dinner. Um, it has Wipeout 2048, which is a better version of the 2048 on the PS Vita, and I have speedrun that game a lot. Same with Wipeout HD. The bad thing is that it does have Fury, which is not great, but whatever. Jak 2. It's not as good as Jak 3. It's harder as well, but it's still a really good game. Cleaner 2, childhood game, and the favorite game of my sister. DMC5, I would like to replay it more, but gameplay wise, it's top tier. It's just that I don't know. I think it lacks some stuff to be higher. Spider-Man 2, classic, open world game. Like I learned a lot about Manhattan. Sadly, it's even on the 2018 version, not version, a game of Spider-Man. It's not like the whole Manhattan, but still, it's fun to like learn about it, and has a lot of fun swinging around and everything. Revenge for me is slightly better than Takedown. Some other people would say this, but whatever. Yeah, it lacks some stuff. It's like gameplay wise, it's really good. It's top tier, but everything else is kind of lacking from my point of view. I mean, besides the soundtrack and whatnot, you know what I mean. Jak and Daxter, super classic 3D platformer. It developed many things were developed in this game that were not developed before in game industry. Super important game in gaming history, and super good to see the experience as well of this game. Zelda Wind Waker HD. I actually had a lot of fun with it. Um, I did it. I did pretty much everything on that game back in the Wii U. I played 2 games on the no 3 games in the Wii U. One was Zelda Wind Waker. The other one was 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which is somewhere here. And the other one was Red, Unlimited War Red. Then I sold it, and I got a PS4. Anyways, very good. Assassin's 3 is like a more serious, more soundtrack, some online components. I think it had more polish, but overall, in my opinion, less interesting. It has less personality, it's less fun compared to SSX Tricky, so that's why it's lower. Titan Souls. Honestly, I don't even know if I played it. I know I've seen a lot of it back in the day, and I know I had it on for like the PS Plus at least, but I can't recall if I actually played it or not. It's kind of funny for me. Oh, I forgot about God of War 2. Oh, damn. That's also important. God of War 2 would be about here. About here. Between these two. God of War 2. Anyways, Rayman 3, Golden Havoc. Super good game. Shitty ending. And that area where you cannot hit the enemies, you have to sneak around because you cannot hit the enemies. I hate it, but the rest is super good. Two Towers, super fun. Childhood game as well. Third Age, super under talked about, I guess you could say. Like people don't talk about this game much when it comes to turn-based RPGs, but it's actually really good. I remember I actually did not improve anything. Like I was just leveling up normally as a game continued, and I did not change any of my equipment or anything. And I got to an area where you're surrounded in Moria by orcs, and I get getting like my ass kicked. And then I tried to check. Okay, am I missing something? And then I opened the menu. And it's like, oh, I see. and I and then I kind of steamroll through stuff for a while. Funny story. Three Ultimate. He had more stuff than three, but overall it was way less engaging for me. I was already burnt from the games as well. Um, I don't know. It felt less fun. I don't know if that was just me burnt from it. Maybe it was just like the chat being a bit less engaging. I don't know. Like honestly, for me, Monster Hunter 3 was my social media back then. Like no kidding, no cap. Some days I didn't even play a mission or a quest. Like I was just talking with friends all the time. So yeah, like it's pretty good. And here in Sigma 2, I'm just gonna go up until here because otherwise it gets too late. Sigma 2 was actually pretty easy. One day I'll replay it on harder, I guess. But honestly, gameplay wise, it's super good. It's super polished. I want to play Razor's Edge one of these days and compare it, but yeah. Shadow of the Colossus. I did not finish this game. I did not finish it. I think the last one that I did was the lizard in the like the one that's like on a vertical tunnel, whatever, on a tower like inside. That's the last one that I did. Then I kind of like did something else. But again, 2005. 2005, great year for gaming. Final Fantasy X, I was talking about it earlier. It just doesn't have like. Honestly, I'll put this here. Yeah, put it there. Final Fantasy X, I just don't. I don't like how their approach to like end game content and post game content is on Final Fantasy games. It's just super tanky and just I don't know. Compared to Dragon Quest 8, it's way less interesting to actually do the all the content. Anyways, it's already very late. And I need to eat dinner. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am missing some games, but I did talk about where they will be. If you want to, put this, mark this and everything, like you can do it. I'll set a link somewhere. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.